All right, what's good, y'all? It's Young Link Jr. So, just a little recap of the Arizona and Colorado game. It's not going to be too long, but after watching this game, I was impressed with Colorado because they actually made some improvements from the last game. So, first, let's start off with the offensive line. The offensive line did pretty well. I think Shador Sanders was probably sacked maybe once or twice in that game, and that's to him moving in the pocket. But we all know, I know I sound like a broken record, that Shador Sanders is the most sacked quarterback in NCAA right now. But his stats are still really good. He still can, when you give him time, he proved time again that he can get it down, get it done, get his checks downs, be able to process his reads and get them touchdowns, right? So Shador Sanders is super talented. We understand that. He played a solid game despite the loss. Went from 22 to 35, 262 yards and 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, no turnovers. Offensive line gave him so much time to throw the ball. So he rushed for had 13 carries, 41 yards. I thought it was going to be a shootout, but yeah, he had 1 touchdown. The run game, I understand that too. If you go back to their page in the Well-Off Media, what they want to emphasize is the run game, right? They need to establish the more run game, so the offensive line has to carry out their assignments and create these blocks. So for the running back to run through, but we have Sylveon Wilkerson. Wilkerson did okay, man. I mean, I don't understand. They have Contavious Smoke. And Smoke, he came from University of Kentucky, man. He was pretty good. He's a senior year, and I don't know if they not drawing any plays for him, but I don't think he had not one snap. He played on special teams, but this is a man who performed really well in the SEC. But I mean, they still got Dallin Edwards, who's one of the fastest guys on the team. And I was thinking too. I was on the podcast. I was like, maybe he's trying to develop maybe younger running backs, but I understand you want to get the most person that's ready or experienced to set you in a position to win, right? But hey, it is what it is. Xavier Weaver, one of my favorite wide receivers. Also, too, behind him, Jimmy Horn. Love Jimmy Horn, dude. Jimmy Horn, he did good. Had a touchdown. He had 2 receptions for 37 yards. And then you had Xavier Weaver, like I say, he had 5 receptions for 84 yards. He was doing good. Michael Harrison had a touchdown. And Javion Antonio, big, solid dude, doing this thing. Cromani, he was doing his thing too. He didn't really get burnt at all. Travis Hunter, of course, Travis Hunter's gonna be him. He's that dog in him, man. So, but unfortunately, man, we was unable to get it done, man. Arizona, they rushed for 179 yards. So you gotta give it up to Jonah Coleman. They did give up a lot of yards, so they gotta work on their rush defense on Colorado. I think that's a huge weakness. So, but a good sign is, Deion Sanders was a little bit optimistic in that press conference. He was saying that, offensive line holding up. We doing really well. Had a great week of practice, and we're going to continue to move forward, taking one game at a time, even though they still in it to be qualified for a bowl game. They just lost 2 more. They just need 2 more wins, really. If they have to beat Washington State, because that was their last home game. They had to go on the road against Washington, and then they had to go against Utah, which is going to be tough. But I think they can do it. I'm still going to root for him because at the end of the day, I like what Deion Sanders is doing, is transforming his program. This is a hard program to transform, man. He influenced a lot of people to get into the transfer portal, come here. He has a lot of talent. He got to sort through the coaching staff as well. And this is a team, mind you, only won 1 game last year, so for them to be over 500 for a little bit was good, but now they're 4-6, and he's influencing these kids, man, to be better, not only on the football field, but as human beings, man, and as young men. And that's why I commend him, and I'll continue to support Colorado. That's just my honest opinion, So with all the hatred with Deion Sanders, that's all on you. But at the end of the day, I think he's doing something special. He's setting up Shador Sanders for success like he did with Jackson State here, transforming him and transitioning him to the Pac-12. So it's only a matter of time, man. And, they're going to get it together. He don't know when, but they're going to start winning a lot, man. So, but at the end of the day, man, they did start off pretty well in the beginning, but now it's just a matter of time. They got to pull this together. I think McMillan, yeah, he had 107 yards. So I can't really say like they didn't really prepare. They had a good game plan, solid game plan. It's just I was just kind of disappointed when it was 4th and 1. I think they was at the 40, and I'm looking like, bro, like y'all, yeah, I think it was tied or it was up by like maybe 3 points. I'm like, man, go for it. You know, you know what? No momentum for Arizona. I was like, go for that. Go for it on 4th and 1. Then they went for it on 4th and 7, like late in the second half. I was like, okay, you know. So I think that's much of a coaching issue. You got to put a lot of trust in your offense, man. You know, but the punter, he did his thing. You know, special teams did all right, but just need some sparks, man. And I know this is hard, you know, because they ranked number 23 at the moment for Arizona, but this was a solid performance to me personally, though. I hate when they lose too, but I think at the end of the day, man, they can still turn this around, go out and, you know, look at film and go against Washington State, though. But we just have to see, man. We just really have to see. Xavier Weaver he's a solid dude. Jimmy Horn, they got a great talent, but I'm just glad that they was able to protect Shedeur Sanders, at least set him up to be in a good position to win games, man. So like they did in the beginning of the season. But that's just my thoughts on it, man. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Probably gonna upload this video on TikTok. But that's just my thoughts on this game. That's all I really have to say. Comment if you guys love the video. I mean, you love the recap when you actually was able to watch Colorado. I want to see your thoughts, and we can have a great discussion. But that's all we have to say. Thank you for all the support. I'm out. Deuces.